Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Also welcome back home, because I'm home where I'm recording the videos and I'm super happy about that. No, I'm lying, I'm not happy. I was really well in Torino with Adrien Rabiot, with Cambiaso, with Moiskin, with all the people that I met there, watching the under-19 playing, etc, etc. But I am back. But I'm always looking at the positive side, and if there is one thing that makes me extremely happy, is that we can go back to speak about Juventus, and that's the thing that I love to do the most. We will speak about the big one, because tomorrow, in a bit more than 24 hours, we will play the game Juve Napoli, and what a game. Not only Juve Napoli in today's video, but also the question mark that you all have. Why did Kenan Yildiz yesterday play with the under 23? Why is that, and was it beneficial for him? What is the real reason? Gazzetta dello Sport is also telling us that Adrien Rabiot said yes, but said yes to what? To a contract renewal? Clickbait from the pink paper? Let's discover that. We will speak about a lot of topics. And if you're asking, Beppe, what kind of background is that behind you? It's because you know it, or maybe you didn't know it, because I didn't make a big announcement, but I opened recently my second channel, Football, where I'm speaking about international football. The link is into the description if you want to support me in that journey that I just started. Follow me on my second channel. Otherwise, if you don't want to, and if you only care about Juventus, well, this is the channel, of course. I'm missing 5 Juventini to reach 27,900 subscribers on the channel. So it's the moment to support the channel, ragazzi. Continue to do it, because now we start speaking about Juve Napoli. That is tomorrow in a bit more than 24 hours. A game that has multiple stories, but there is a big change. Big change towards last year. It was in January when we went to the Maradona, because that game is still here. We have a trauma. More than that 4-2 loss against Sassuolo, more than that 4-1 loss against Empoli, because we all know why this happened. But we still can't explain why we lost 5-1 in the Maradona against Napoli. And to think about the game of tomorrow, you know, when we are already playing that game in our head, preparing it, how will it be, who will play, etc, etc, we are all thinking about that 5-1 big loss, where it was a fantastic Napoli and absolutely not a fantastic Juve. Well, the things have changed. Why? Because now we have a +9 on Napoli, while last year, before that game, we were already at -7. And after that game, we went at -10. That was right before the -15 on top, etc, etc. So that was really the game that said it's over. The Scudetto possibilities, because of -7 going at -4, you opened again that Scudetto race. That was really the game where it was said it's over. But now things change. We are at that +9. We can even go at +12, winning tomorrow in our home. The other difference is that Juventus is doing much better than last year, +5 versus last year, while Napoli is doing a total disaster. They already changed coach, but they are at the moment at -14 versus themselves last year. But pay attention, another big difference. Federico Chiesa, he was not there in January. He's there today. 4 goals for him this season. He didn't score since September, but he was involved in a few goals. Federico Chiesa, that after the national team, is growing and taking some confidence. So I'm really thinking that Federico Chiesa can do something in tomorrow's game. But Juve Napoli, before entering in all the details, probably after the press conference, even tomorrow we'll have time to do that. It's, of course, Giuntoli against his ex-team Napoli. Giuntoli that made sure that 33 years after their last Scudetto, they were able to win it. And then he decided to go back. Not to go back. Yeah, maybe going back. Back not because he already worked to Juve, but going back to what he loved. It means Juventus, because he always said it. That has never been a secret. He is a Juventino since a kid. And he really wanted to take that challenge, that big experience. I watched him, I saw him at the Golden Boy Gala ceremony. He was fantastic. The way that he speaks, you know, the presence, the aura of Giuntoli was fantastic. So he's playing against his ex-team, and I can tell you that De Laurentiis, he will go into the bus of Napoli when they are traveling to Torino, and he will tell to the team, we have to take revenge, because Giuntoli going from Napoli to Juve is a big insult for us, for Napoli that won the Scudetto, and we have to do the game of our life, more than against Real Madrid, more than against Inter. You know that they are feeling that rivalry, that honestly and I believe a lot of Juventini are not really feeling against Napoli, the club. We never really felt that rivalry. Probably we feel a bit annoyed because we know it. They took a lot of ego last year when they won, and they were all over the place on social network. Probably we have that sense of, We need to make them mute if we win tomorrow. It's time to make them a bit little again and give them again their spot where they belong. But really, a rivalry. No, I feel a rivalry against Inter. I feel a rivalry against Milan, but not that much against Napoli. That being said, Giuntoli will feel that rivalry. And De Laurentiis especially. Why? Because it's not only the game that tomorrow will be important, but especially the fact that Giuntoli will try to snatch a bit of players. Yesterday, from the J Hotel, we spoke about Anguissa. Difficult, he has a clause of 45 million euro, but only for the foreign market, not for Italy, because they're thinking about it. On the other side, he's scared De Laurentiis to lose Zielinski. Zielinski that could leave potentially for free. And that's something that he doesn't like. Already thinking, that's already a game in the game. So the game of tomorrow, Zielinski leaving them for going to Juve would be a total disaster. Attenzione, because Corriere dello Sport is saying Inter and Juve are on Zielinski, so that will be another Derby d'Italia, this time on the Mercato. But anyway, Napoli is not happy about that news, and they are really scared to lose the player that will go on the Bianconero. By the way, is that the player that you like and that you would love to see at Juve? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious about that. But there is more. Not only the players from Napoli, but also targets from Napoli that Giuntoli is looking for. Who are there? Well, Samardzic that has already been scouted for Napoli and now is really in the target of Giuntoli that really wants to go and sign him next year from Udinese. Also there will be a battle on the Mercato, Juve Napoli, and that's why we speak about that third game, but there is also another game. Pompilio, but even Micheli, two managers of Napoli, we know it, they worked with Giuntoli since so long, especially Pompilio, Giuseppe, that is the right hand of Giuntoli. They worked together even before Napoli at Carpi. He's in his last year of contract, and also there. Another one leaving Napoli after Spalletti, after Giuntoli, and another one going from Napoli to Juve. It's something that De Laurentiis, he will not sleep about it. And I told you, we see two total different stories. While Juventus is building back from the top, managers, sporting persons, solidity, the fundaments, well, Napoli is losing their fundaments, and it only lasted 1 year. Anyway, that will be a big game. How can we beat Napoli? Of course, it's with our players. And I'm super happy that it was Gleison Bremer that won that MVP of November, man of the month of November. I'm super happy because, I was not 100% convinced about his beginning of the season. He did much better, not only November, already October, but having that award, that is probably not a Ballon d'Or, not a Golden Boy, but it's so significant for a player that was consistently great. So happy about Bremer. And I remember that he totally flopped that 5-1 against Napoli. I'm expecting a fantastic game of the number 3 of Juve. Who will not be there? Well, the big doubt, and it's the only doubt, it is Timothy Weah. Yesterday I told you that we were positive. Today we are negative because yesterday, while I was recording that video, he was training in an individual way. He was not training with the team. So big risk that he will not even be called up. And it will be again Cambiaso on that right side of the field with Weston McKennie in the middle. Weah will have to wait the next game. The next game that we will play, if I'm not wrong, against Genoa. It's a pity, but anyway, I was not expecting Weah to start the game of tomorrow. On the other side, we are gaining again our captains. We are gaining Danilo, that last time played 20 minutes, 30 minutes as a regista. This time he should go back in defense. Now we have to decide where, on the right side, on the left side, instead of Alexandro, instead of Rugani, instead of Gatti. We don't know yet, but Danilo should be there again with the armband of captain. And Locatelli, great news about him because he's feeling better. We are not sure yet that he will start tomorrow, depending how much he's feeling pain, but it looks much better already. So Locatelli could be there, and it's important to have these people that are representing leadership, and Danilo, and Locatelli. And also another guy, we are speaking about Adrien Rabiot, that today finished on the first page of Gazzetta dello Sport with a big title. Rabiot dice sì al rinnovo. Juve resto qui. Rabiot said yes to the renewal. Juve, I stay here. When I see this kind of information on Gazzetta dello Sport, I'm asking myself, wow, double page interview in Gazzetta dello Sport. I was not aware about it. It's crazy because yesterday I was with him. I spoke and we didn't even mention it. And I was really curious to read the article about what he said. Actually, it's not an article. It's not an interview. It's more an article. Rabiot didn't speak to Gazzetta dello Sport. What are they speaking about? About the potential renewal. Even if in Sports Week, the mother of Adrien said that it was too early to speak about renewal. Well, Gazzetta dello Sport, what is the source? I have no idea, is telling us that Juventus already is in contact and already told the management of Adrien that they want to renew. How? What is the formula? Another year of contract. Not going with multiple years, so another year of contract with the same amount of money, so not increasing, but keeping the same salary for Adrien, which could be a good solution. We know it. We saw it last year. He had 1 year of contract and he did fantastically well. He's now in his 1 year of contract and he's doing fantastically well, gaining in experience, etc., etc. Well, he can do it next year. For me, he can do it all along. If I see the love that he has for the Bianconeri, I don't care about how long he has in contract for Adrien, as long as he stays. But here they are not really confirming, they are speaking about a possibility. Same amount of money, 1 more year of Adrien Rabiot. Let me know, because I know that if I would have asked that question 2 or 3 seasons ago, not a lot of people would have said continue with Adrien. Now I'm asking you again, would you continue with Adrien Rabiot, yes or no? Let me know in the comment, especially with that formula. The other ones that we are speaking about, there are 3 players. It is Federico Chiesa, that Juventus already received the promise that he would not leave for free, so he will not go towards the end of his contract in 2025 and then ciao Juve. So probably we can extend with Chiesa. Then can he stay forever? We don't know. Maybe you can sell him for a lot of value. We don't know. We have to check there. But there are some talks about contract renewal. Same for Gleison Bremer, that we not see an increase in salary. Still continuing with 5 million euro, but for 1 more year. And then the big talks with Dusan Vlahovic as well there, continuing to increase his years of contract from 2026 to 2028, and stopping with that increase of salary year by year, but maintaining these 10 million euro net for the Serbian 23 years old player. Let me know about all these contracts. Do you agree? Do you not agree? I'm curious. And then I told you that I wanted to speak about Kenan Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz that yesterday played with the under 23. They lost 1-0. I watched the under-19 in Coppa Italia. They lost 1-0 against Lazio. Yesterday, a bit later, there was Lucchese against Juve Next Gen in 3rd division, because we are already eliminated from that 3rd division. Yesterday, there was Huijsen, there was Donjé, there was Kenan Yildiz. Well, for the 3 players from the first team, because they are first team players, what is the reason why they went back? 4 minutes. Minutes in the legs, continuing to play, because at the moment, yes, they are training with first team. Yes, some of them, Huijsen and Yildiz, already made their official debut with Juve, but they are not finding continuity. We knew it in the beginning of the season. We spoke about it. 1 game a week makes it difficult to have a lot of rotation. Not a lot of us were expecting Juventus to battle that first position, and that's what we are doing. So every change is counting at the moment. So they need some minutes, and that's what they did yesterday. They didn't play well. 5.5 for Donjé, 6 for Yildiz, 6 for Huijsen. The performance was not great, but in the case of Yildiz, knowing Juve, without extra information, just understanding Juve, I think it was a really smart move. Kenan finished on all the pages. I don't know if you noticed or not, but in the month of November, the first most researched player on the planet, Google, was Ronaldo. The second one was Messi. The third most searched player in November, in the world, not in the world, was Kenan Yildiz. And I think that Juventus said again, let's be humble. Feet on the ground. You are 18. You have everything to prove. Go back to a game, to gain some minutes physically, to not forget how to play, to have these minutes if we need you for first team, but also to understand again the reality. You are not there yet. You didn't arrive yet. There is a process of maturity, and that's super important. I think it's extremely beneficial to go back to reality, to know where is your place, and to understand that you have so much to prove. You already did. And you have so much potential. I spoke with Cambiaso and I told you, who impressed you the most? He told me, Kenan Yildiz, because at 18 years old, when you see the talent of this guy, it's something that when I was 18, I was not even aware of. It was incredible. And it's incredible to see that young talent. But I think on the other side, he's good. Calma, tranquillo, and we go up. Yesterday was the birthday of Andrea Agnelli, you know it. Controversial or not, I don't care. My favorite president, and I will always be grateful for what he did for Juve. We can speak about how the journey ended, but I love, and it has never been a secret. But today is the birthday of another president. It is Gianluca Ferrero, our actual president. Not even 1 year of Juve, because he started in January. We are December. Happy birthday to Gianluca Ferrero. What am I wishing to the president? Of course, it's the best. It's the best, and it's tomorrow. A win against Napoli. Ragazzi, maximum of like on today's video if you want to help me to grow to achieve 27,900. And if you want more international talk, there will be a video today later on football. Link into the description. Subscribe now so you can really support me. Grazie, forza, Juve.